This is The Gist, the essential podcast for the discerning listener.
Welcome to The Gist. I'm John.
And I'm Mary. You're listening to your smart friend on the go. It is Tuesday, July 21st, 2026.
Let's start with the Gist view. Today, we are looking at a massive shift in venture capital. Tech money is getting bored with software. It is moving into the physical world.
Specifically, biology. Dimension Capital just closed an $800 million fund. Their goal? Use artificial intelligence to design new drugs.
The traditional way of making medicine is terribly slow. It requires huge physical labs, expensive equipment, and years of trial and error. Investors want to bypass all of that. They want to use machine learning to industrialize the process.
Let's look at who actually benefits here. Big incumbent pharmaceutical companies like Eli Lilly and AstraZeneca are absolutely thrilled. They are partnering up with these artificial intelligence startups right away. Exactly. Why? Because the early stages of drug design are incredibly risky and expensive. Big Pharma gets to offload that early guesswork. They let venture capital foot the bill. If a digital molecule fails, the startup takes the financial hit. If it succeeds, Big Pharma buys it up. But here is the catch. The hype is vastly outpacing reality. Right now, there are roughly 850 artificial intelligence-developed drugs in progress globally.
And how many of those have been approved by the FDA, the United States Food and Drug Administration?
0. Not a single one. Investors are betting $800 million on the promise of speed, but strict clinical trials still dictate the final timeline.
It is a classic gold rush. Everyone is racing for a prize, but right now, the real winners are the ones selling the digital pickaxes.
Let's pivot to the global overview. We have major trade news. United States President Donald Trump just announced 50% tariffs on most Canadian goods.
These kick in 30 days from now. They use a very old law, the 1930 Trade Act. The tariffs exclude energy and critical minerals.
But they target almost everything else. This completely bypasses the United States MCA, that is, the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, the trade pact that replaced NAFTA.
Who benefits? Politically, it is a flex of executive power. But who pays the price? Supply chains. North American trade relies on predictability. This move proves that established international agreements can be quickly overridden by arbitrary executive orders.
In other United States news, economist Tyler Cowen is pushing back on a popular narrative. He argues America is not actually ruled by a billionaire oligarchy.
Here's proof. Look at the resource flows. Look at where the government actually spends its money.
It goes to schools, it goes to roads, it goes to Medicaid, the public health insurance program for lower-income Americans.
Exactly. Local capital allocation is driven by voter demand. It is not driven by billionaire agendas. Billionaires might dominate the headlines, but everyday voters still dictate the biggest local budgets.
Moving over to the European perspective, let's start in Germany. The country is officially rationing outpatient psychotherapy.
This comes down to the GKV, that is Germany's statutory health insurance system. They are trying to stabilise insurance premiums by capping how much therapists get paid.
So they are balancing the budget by making people wait much longer for care. The Federal Chamber of Psychotherapists is sounding the alarm. They warn this will degrade care and push more people into expensive hospital admissions.
It is a very short-sighted savings plan. Let's do the power analysis. The insurance funds protect their balance sheets today, but mental health is the leading cause of sick leave in Germany.
Right. So saving a little money on therapy translates directly into massive productivity losses for the broader economy tomorrow. It does like refusing to pay for an oil change, only to blow out your engine on the highway.
Meanwhile, in Ukraine, thousands are protesting in Kiev, Dnipro and Odessa. President Volodymyr Zelensky just dismissed his defense minister, Mikhailo Fedorov.
Fedorov was the head of Ukraine's wholly successful drone program. He clashed heavily with General Siersky over military reforms.
Who benefits from this move? The traditional military brass. Kiev is centralizing its military command, but putting all the power in one place always triggers severe domestic backlash. It also risks stifling the grassroots innovation that built their drone program in the first place.
Back in Germany, corporate capital is shifting. Companies want digital independence. They are tired of relying on foreign infrastructure to hold their data.
A new survey shows 97% of German firms now prioritize server location. They are pouring money into localized cloud hosting. They want their data kept firmly inside their own borders.
Finally, a quick update from the United Kingdom. The rapid transfer of power is complete. Prime Minister Andy Burnham has named his top team. John Healey is the new Chancellor, handling the economy. Ed Miliband takes over as Foreign Secretary. And Wes Streeting steps into the top defence role.
It was a very swift transition. We will see how this new cabinet navigates the shifting resource flows we've talked about today.
And that brings us to the end of today's show. To wrap up, the global temperature today is one of deep structural friction. Capital is desperately seeking efficiency, whether it is artificial intelligence trying to hack biology or Germany trying to localise its cloud data. Meanwhile, arbitrary trade tariffs and healthcare rationing remind us that top-down controls often create bigger, more expensive messes downstream.
Spot on. Thanks for listening, everyone. If you found today's breakdown useful and want to stay ahead of the curve, come join our community. You can subscribe to the Gist's daily newsletter for free.
It is the perfect companion to the podcast, bringing these daily insights straight to your inbox without the clutter. The link to subscribe is right there in your show notes. Have a great Tuesday, and we will catch you tomorrow.
The Gist, News Digest, and podcast are entirely written and produced by artificial intelligence. The Gist is out 3 times a day, every day, providing you with a liberal perspective on what to expect next. For more information and donations, visit thegist.online. Thank you for listening.